welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So Justin's Nut Butter is your product, and your name was, what was your name again?
Justin.
Justin, that's right. So I want to ask, creating, a lot of us eat a good peanut butter or a good product or whatever, and it's organic and whatever, but the idea of finding, the packaging and sourcing the peanuts and organic peanuts 100%, is it all organic or?
Not exactly.
Oh, damn.
Well, so our peanuts, all of our peanut butters are 100% organic, and our almond butter is natural.
Uh-huh.
And which is kind of
same thing, right?
Not exactly.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And only because we're having a hard time sourcing organic almonds at the moment, with just transitioning almond trees from natural to organic takes a lot of time, and also with a lot of the bees and the blooms being bad, and not having enough bees to cross-pollinate almond trees, being bad harvests. Almond prices have shot through the roof. And as a small manufacturer, we actually can't contract for large quantities of, or basically buy future shares of large quantities of crops to guarantee a good price. So we basically are susceptible to market pricing, which is really hard to live by. So it's
pretty tough.
It's very tough. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like your product being dependent on the euro, and then the euro changes, for example. Would be an analogy. Glad I'm here to help. So, so getting back to the sort of genesis, I mean, how did you, what was the inspiration for starting this, and how did you figure out how to do that?
Well, it's kind of simple. I'm a vegetarian, and I was eating a ton of nut butters, peanut butters, almond butters, cashew butters, and I was really amazed that it was only crunchy or smooth, salted or unsalted, and being active and always being outdoors and running around and requiring more energy and more protein. I kept eating more nut butter, and I just totally got bored and sick of it. So I decided to basically take out a food processor, throw in some nuts, throw in a bunch of flavors, make my own jars, being really dorky and academic. I'd make my own labels, put them in the cupboard, and then my roommates would start stealing them. And so at that point, I knew I had a good idea, but it never fully evolved until I actually went to Whole Foods and said, hey, I've got this really great idea for nut butter. Have you ever had anything like this? And they're like, no, it's a really great idea, but you have to have a UPC. It's got to be certified by the FDA. It's got to have USDA organic. I'm like, slow down, and I'm taking notes. And
wow.
And then at that point, I had a choice to either go back to whatever it is I was doing, or take it full on and figure out, how do you make peanut butter? Where do you get peanuts? Where do you get jars from? How do you find labels? And write a plan and make it happen.
And how many years ago was that?
That was about 4 years ago.
And do you regret it sometimes, or does it feel good?
No, I mean, it's more than just a business. It's a complete lifestyle. All my friends are here tonight, and and you're talking about, and you're a product that you really love and you actually use, and then to the challenge of trying to figure out how to duplicate success in other markets and new territories, and releasing new products and